Hey everyone, it's time for some more Monster Hunter, and today we're gonna hunt the Chatacabra. Now, I'm sure you may have noticed, but I've deleted the last few Monster Hunter Wilds videos I've done on my channel, and I just want to start this video by admitting where I was wrong. I know that in one of my previous videos, I was complaining about the game crashing, and I was thinking it was an issue with the beta. I was actually wrong. That was actually an issue on my part, because I overclocked my GPU. After I reversed the overclock, the crashing did stop. So because of that, I just want to take the chance to admit fault here and say it was definitely on me that the crashing happened, and it was entirely my fault. So I am willing to admit when I'm wrong. I just wanted to show that I'm willing to take responsibility, and also just, say, hey, thank you Capcom and the Capcom development team for making this game to begin with. Obviously, it still needs some optimization, and I wasn't completely in the wrong in that. A lot of people are having issues that they shouldn't be having, such as with the poor performance, as an example. But even so, I appreciate the steps the development team are taking in order to correct these issues. And still, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. Massive thanks to my YouTube members and Patreon supporters. Your support keeps my dogs fed and keeps the channel going. Alright, so for some of these quests, I'm probably going to have a couple of friends playing with me, so I'm going to turn on the anonymize feature in order to hide their names and everything else. But I also have it set to where support hunters can join me as well. I don't necessarily need them for the Chatacabra, but I am going to do what I can because the beta is ending in about 7 hours, I believe. Let me actually check the time. Yes, so in about 6 hours and 52 minutes, the beta is ending. So, since my last stream yesterday, I actually got through the entire beta in like 3 hours, including the troubleshooting, of course, for the entire stream. I am going to see if I can finish all these monsters in that time as well, and then make some videos for the rest of the week. Now, the Chatacabra, he's actually the first monster you'll likely be fighting in the game. His big standout feature is his tongue. And his thing is that his saliva is very adhesive. So what he does is he licks his arms, and then he rubs them on the ground in order to coat them in some sort of substance. Usually sand or minerals or something else. But normally it's just sand and other materials that can harden his arms and increase his damage and increase his defense as well. Thankfully, he is a pretty easy guy to deal with, and the parts are pretty easy to break. Really, he's actually a great first monster to learn the offset attacks and practice parrying with, because of how telegraphed his moves are. So really, the thing with the Chatacabra is the hardest part about fighting with other people is trying not to kill him too quickly. He's probably close to being dead right now, and since the music is kind of dying down, it does mean he's about to run off. And that's something I think is pretty neat, that the audio design can be used to tell whenever the monster is about to leave. It does give you a chance to kind of prepare or set up some way to stun them or stop them, or even use something like a lure pod in order to keep them from running away. But even in addition to that, he's just somebody that is pretty easy to fight. I don't think anybody should have too much trouble beating this guy because, and I'm saying this maybe as somebody who's just a Monster Hunter veteran, but he really doesn't do a lot of damage, and he really doesn't have any complicated moves. I think his hardest move to deal with is where he drags his tongue on the ground. And the main reason for that is because it's just the hitbox, I guess. Like, just the animation into the hitbox, it's a little bit hard to get it figured out. Of course, I did forget to bring some barrel bombs, so I'm just going to go ahead and do a nice charge slash here. And that should do a nice, decent bit of damage. And of course, whenever you wake up a monster in most Monster Hunter games, or if not all of them, usually enrage them. So he should be pretty easy to deal with here, even while enraged. He kind of just does a couple of, I don't know, ground slam attacks, for lack of a better term. He slams his hardened arms into the ground. And those do hit pretty hard, but they don't really do much damage to begin with. They're also really easy to time block, so that parrying him and starting the class shouldn't be too much of a struggle. Alright, just like that, we beat the Chatacabra. This video is probably going to be very short, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to release these videos piecemeal throughout the week, most likely. And during the week, I'm also going to see if I can record the rest of my Monster Hunter 1 playthrough in order to play that next week. So the week after. Probably the week of the second beta, I think it is. I'm going to see if I can hurry on through the 5-star and 6-star quests, and I'll probably do a weekend stream for the HRP grind into the 6-star quests. And then after that, it really is just a matter of wrapping it up with the single-player stuff. But either way, I am going to start getting up a bit earlier so that I can try to finish Monster Hunter 1 before I do get to Monster Hunter Wilds, because that is the goal set, and I do want to show that I'm at least trying to keep these goals and achieve these goals as much as I can. Of course, whenever I do have more time to work part-time and do this more, you know, put my focus on content creation more, it'll be a much quicker in terms of getting through the games. Probably a month or two instead of like 6 months to get through a single game. That's at least what I'm hoping. Alright, and I'm going to call right here. Thank everybody so much for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like on it. Subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this. And leave a comment down below if you have any tips on beating Arkfeld, because I am going to have to beat him. Although by the time this video comes out, the beta will be over. So, I don't know. Maybe just leave some tips down below if you have any tips on optimizing the game for people's different rigs and different specs. And give us your own opinions of the beta as well. I'd certainly like to see them in the comments down below. That said, if you want to join a community full of like-minded people who love Monster Hunter the same as I do, check out my Discord, linked in the description below. There's almost always somebody playing almost any Monster Hunter game, so definitely give that a look. Except for Monster Hunter 1. Everybody's kind of already played through that and they're now in Monster Hunter G. Also, if you want to support the future of the channel, check out my Patreon, linked in the description below as well. Or become a YouTube member to help fund the future of the channel and try to make this something that I can use to entertain y'all for many years to come. That's it. Thank everybody so much for watching. Thank you all for the support on my channel, and I hope you're all sharing the same excitement I do for Monster Hunter Wilds coming out. That's it. I'll see you all next time. Bye now.